Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to the shop. We are really getting up there in the career mode. Let's see what we got today. A Zephyr L series. It's like an old Cadillac, maybe, or Continental. Good morning. I was just on my way back. What? I can't read today. Good morning. I was just on my way back with an accidental acquisition. My wife sent me to finally buy the promised car for my mother-in-law. I got back late from work yesterday. I've been searching for something since this morning, but it ended up on an auction anyway. Unfortunately, fatigue began to have an effect. I nodded off at the console and unintentionally won this beautiful car. It's actually not that bad, perhaps. I'm defending my stupid purchase just a little bit. I will pay double for it because here comes your part. Please check what's wrong with it and get it back up and running. Perhaps we'll manage to get a clean car from this misunderstanding. I'll be waiting for the results. Good luck. Change oil, other tasks. Doesn't sound good. Well, it sounds alright. If it looks good. Hopefully it's just some minor things. Why? Why can't anybody ever wash nothing? Why would you? I wouldn't even buy it from auction if it was this dusty, because I know they didn't care about it. Wash your car. Why is it always gonna come into my shop covered? I can't even tell. I couldn't even tell what color it was. That's much better. It doesn't look horrible. It looks pretty good. Yeah, this is definitely like old Continental flip-up headlight style. I love it. American Classic got the notch for the spare tire. I love it. Alright, here comes the tricky part. Now, what happens here? Do we open it and everything looks great? Or do we open it and it looks horrendous? Kind of both. Kind of both. It doesn't look horrible. But it doesn't look great. Water pump, radiator fan, ignition coil, the front, well, the entire units don't look good in the front end. Other than that, suspension, steering, sway bar. Doesn't look horrible. No, I don't want to do that yet. I want to do some testing. It doesn't look horrible. This probably is too old for an OBS scanner. Yeah, I thought so. It's probably too old. So let's see if we at least have good compression. Nope. Crankshaft's 22%. Rocker arms are junk. Rocker arms are junk. Other than that, it doesn't look that bad. So, rocker arms, and there was something else in here that was no good. Crankshaft. Which means the pistons have to come out anyway. Starter's getting there. Fuel filter and fuel pump most likely. Will be nice and check the tires. You know, they've been on here for a long time. They're probably dry rotted and junk, but not my place. Well, they don't look too bad. Well, it's not looking horrible. Tons of parts not discovered yet, which is probably all that suspension stuff. Change. Alright, so we need the Slurpee tool. Slurpee tool. Which I was going to have to do that anyway. I'm going to have to yank the motor. Which is a shame. I thought for a minute this car had hope. Didn't look that bad. It did not look that bad. I don't think there's anything else I can really check. Oh, not that screen. Hey, don't look horrible. I don't know about brakes because I can't see them. Actually, can I expect... Oh, I can expect those. Oh, really? Solid rear drive shaft is no good? Solid rear drive shaft, no good. Okay, so we gotta take the back tires off too. Oh, keep hitting the wrong buttons. Oh. Sure, the brakes are no good as well. Okay. I'm surprised. I thought the brakes were going to be great. It's a shame to have to tear apart such a good-looking car. Whoever brought this car to the auction knew what they were doing. They gave it a fresh repaint and was like, haha, it looks great, I'm going to sell this thing. And the next guy that buys it's going to be totally screwed and he has no idea. Which was our poor unfortunate customer here. I wish there was a skill you could get in this game that was called automatic spray. Every time you come up on those bolts that need to be sprayed because they're rusty, if it would just do it itself. That would be fantastic. But I'm not a game designer, so I'm not allowed to say that. If it came to making a game, I would have no idea where to even start. So. Yeah. Take that out. The steering rack's obviously no good.
No.
I wish I could see the status of those. They don't look terrible.
Okay, they're gonna go. Let's go.
Yeah, they don't look awful.
Ready?
So, drop the drive shaft. And then we can yank the starter so we can get the transmission off. Okay, that gets us ready there. Except for these exhaust pipes have to be separated. Okay. I'm being robbed of my soda by my wife right now.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, make sure you rattle it right next to the microphone so everybody knows that it's telling the truth. I know. Oh, these are no good either. drive axles are no good. And I should only have to take that much off. Yeah, I figured these ones were going to look just as good. Okay. See, now that in the game, that needs to change, because you wouldn't unbolt the drive shaft from back here. They actually just slide in and out, and there are little C-clip pins in the pumpkin here that you just lock into place, basically. Anyway. Oh, we need to drain the oil. That's what we need to do. I knew I was forgetting something. I just had to brain set myself to figure out what it was. Okay, now we should be able to lower this and yank the motor. Did anything else not be found yet? Oh my, there's lots of stuff that's not found. What's happening here? Interesting. Well, it's probably in the motor. But that would make no sense though, because we ran all the tests. I don't know. We'll find out once we get it to the table. Unless it's those bushings in there. And if it is, I'm going to be really mad. Install engine on stand. I'm sure these belts are no good, and the water pump, and this, and that. This water pump's definitely no good. That's no good. That's no good. Power steering pump's probably no good. Rusty bolt. I'm telling you, if that was a perk in this game, that'd be the first one I get. The guy just sees it, automatically sprays it. Don't get to deal with it no more. Let's actually take that off first. Oh, the clips. My favorite, the clips. I love the clips. The clips are ridiculous. Stop it. Oh, that's probably why we're missing so many parts with spark plugs. Those spark plugs look terrible.
Let's go. Let's go.
I seem to get through these jobs pretty quick now. They're very, usually they're not terrible. Which I'm surprised, you know, I figured the further you get into the career, the worse the jobs get, but I will admit, every single job for the past probably, I want to say 5 or 6 maybe, we've had to pull an engine. Although realistically, I'm kind of wasting time right now because I don't have to take the cylinder head off all the way. Because the pistons don't actually have to come out. But if we can fix it on the table, we might as well try to fix it on the table. Technically, I don't have to pull these all the way off. The pistons don't have to come all the way out. I could flip this thing over and just take off the bearing caps and yank the crankshaft right out of it. One good turn. Although that front timing cover has to come off. I was thinking there, leaving that on. We are going to have to take all that nonsense off the back of it, though. Torque converter and all that. We're not going to get that off. Oh, never mind. The game makes you actually pull the pistons out or you can't get it off. Technically, you'd be able to pull that out. You'd be able to shimmy that out. It might be a complete pain in the butt trying to put it back in, but you'd be able to get it out. Well, I might as well go through the entire dynamic here. Those rotors are that bad, I can't... Oh my god. Okay, you're getting new rotors. I can't even fix them. Usually the rotors, you can usually fix them. Oh, that was not good. Don't do that. So it seems like we'll be able to replace most, or fix most things, and replace some. What is up with these? Usually those parts need a lot of clicks. Okay. Pistons were all good. That was fine. Those were okay. Those were all fine. The wires are no good. That's no good. No good. No good. No good. No good. No good. Swap those. Swap those. Bop, bop. Oh, I didn't pull the... Yeah, I'm going to have to pull those apart. I forgot all about that. Bop, 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 bop. I have a chest in here I didn't even open. Yeah, because those are up. Absolutely no good. And of course they don't pop up at the top of the screen. Where did they go? Where did they go? 1, 2, and 3. We'll just copy and paste that. Let's open this case, shall we? Because I must have forgot that from the last video I did. Barn location. And some bonus points. Excellent. Let's go over to the computer and get some parts. I'm about to say I won't be able to get those. Yeah, 16. 2 per cylinder. 1 for the intake, 1 for the exhaust. I think the rest of that's going to be electrical, so let's just get that done now. Yeah, those rocker arms control the rods. So one opens and it sucks air in, and then that valve will close. And your spark plug will spark. It will ignite the gas in the cylinder. It will force the cylinder down, and then when it becomes time for the exhaust, the second one will get pushed in by another rocker, and it will push the exhaust out when the cylinder comes back up. And then the other one will open, and the cylinder will drop again and then take air. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how your engine runs. Unless you drive a diesel. If you drive a diesel, there is no such spark needed. Diesels run off compression. That's at 3, right? Nope, that's at 6. Yeah, diesel engines run off compression, so basically it just spits the fuel in there, and when the piston comes up, it compresses it to a point where the diesel fuel self-ignites. Which is crazy to think about, huh? No spark needed, runs off pure compression. It just ignites at a certain PSI. By 3,000 parts! That's terrible. That means I've spent a lot of money on parts. That's what that means. But I must be making my money back because my bank account looks good. Okay, let's get back to work on this. Put that back in there. We'll slide that beautiful guy in there. We'll slide that beautiful guy in there. We'll put all this extra stuff back on. Oh, my daughter's mad about something. Her mom must have told her no. those back in. Probably should have changed them while I had it all apart, but they're not paying me to do that, so I'm not doing it. Even though my mechanic OCD is screaming at me right now. But if we do a rebuild for ourselves, we will most definitely replace the pistons when we're in here doing this. But no pay, no worky. I always go the wrong way. Pop that new filter on there. Pop the cylinder head on. No, it is not this easy to tighten a cylinder head. You got to put a gasket in there, head gasket, and you have to tighten that to the correct torque spec. I don't know why I'm talking like this today. I'm just like in autopilot mode right now, putting this engine back together. And these ones are always the worst ones when you're trying to find these push rods and the absolute sun glare that's happening on the top of this motor right now. Yeah, y'all don't mind me. I'm just in autopilot mode right now. I will admit, I am excited. The wife said she was making Chinese food tonight for dinner. Put the timing cover back on. Yeah, that makes things in this game seem too easy. Like, usually to get these crankshaft pulleys out, you need a special tool, and you gotta absolutely fight with it to get it out. Real fun stuff being a mechanic. Real fun stuff. It's a blast, let me tell you. But sometimes it's really rewarding, like how I only take my wife's car, because I don't have a vehicle anymore. I only take my wife's car to the shop when I absolutely have to, like when it needs tires, because I don't have a tire machine. And if I had a tire machine, I would do them myself. And that is actually on my list of things when we buy a house, is to have a garage with a nice tire machine and everything we need. So that way I don't have to take my cars to the shop anymore. I can just do it all right there. I want a lift, I want a tire machine, I want a balancer, and then maybe I just drive it off to have it aligned. That would be great. But all those things cost money, so we shall see. But who knows, maybe someday we'll have mechanic sim in real life, and I'll just set up a couple of GoPros in the shop, and we'll be able to work on stuff. It won't be this fast and easy. There'll be a lot of editing and jump cutting, for sure, but it'll still be fun. going back on there. Intake manifold. Carburetor. I think that's everything. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Install that back in there. You can go back over yonder. Is there anything else actually? Do we have a full page list? Okay, we do. So there's nothing in the motor, right? It's popping up. It's really funny right now to find out that there's something else in the engine that I forgot. Let's put these back together. And then we can put this fantabulous classic back together. Put the front sway bar back in there. That back in there. Give this thing something to hold on to. Old unit. Bolt that bad boy on there. Sway bar links. Put the front brake assembly back together. Put that wheel hub in there. Put that on. Put that on. Put that guy on there. Caliper back on. Be able to actually stand over there so I can see what I'm doing. I hope sometimes I don't go too fast for people watching these videos. I'm just so honed in on what I need to do. So I just kind of speed through it now. And a lot of this stuff does make sense. And a lot of it's pretty accurate. Some of it's not. Like I think there would have been a front spindle assembly there versus a hub that's bolted into nothing. But sure. Okay, let's put that guy back on. I'll put the starter back in it. Kind of can't go anywhere without a starter. And we'll do the crazy camera for the drive shaft. I don't know why it does this. Alright. Now we can go work on the back. Put our axle assemblies back in. Yeah, if you actually had bolts there, your car would never move. Forget welding your rear end. That would just be No go anywhere ever. Oh, that reminds me. I think the fuel pump on this car was junk too, wasn't it? Was that part of the thing? No? Okay, we're not changing it then. No pay, no worky. Yeah, so basically you wouldn't bolt those on. You would slide those in, and you would have that rear pumpkin cover off. And you would just slide them in all the way into the big old unit in the pumpkin there. And then you would just lock them in with the C-clips. If I ever actually have my own little shop or somewhere I can do stuff like that and I have a GoPro, I will show that to you guys. Gonna refill all our fluids now, and that should be everything on this car. Quick and straight to the point. I love when it all goes down nice and fast and smooth. Where was our oil fill? There it is, way back there. What a terribly uncomfortable place. Especially with that big long hood, you wouldn't want to be filling it up back there. Oh, the fuel pump was on there. Okay, I'll have to do that. Refill washer fluid. Yeah, the pump's quick and easy. I'm not worried about it. Not in real life, though. You don't want to do a fuel pump in real life. They're not as fun in real life because it's basically, okay, take the entire gas tank off. Okay, that's an electrical. I need a fuel pump, please. Oh, it's not electrical. It is probably just in car parts. Okay. Pop that sucker in there, and we should be good to go. Bam and bam, which we are. We will shut the hood, and we will take it outside for the customer. And just like that, she's all good to go. We'll send her on her way. Well, that's it from me, guys. Short, sweet, to the point. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you guys.